Welcome now to this quiet moment, a gentle invitation to rest and release. Allow yourself to settle into your chosen space, feeling the comfortable support beneath you. There is nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to be, except right here now. Let your body begin its soft descent into stillness. Feel the gentle release in your feet, as if any tightness held there simply melts away, flowing down and away, leaving your toes feeling light and soft. Allow that sensation of ease to travel upwards through the arches of your feet, past your heels, and into your ankles. Feel your ankles soften, becoming fluid and open. Now, let this comforting wave of relaxation drift into your calves. Notice how they begin to feel lighter, perhaps even a little warm as tension dissolves. Your shins soften too, releasing any holding. Upwards it goes, past your knees, letting them feel supple and free. There is no need for effort, just a gentle allowing. Feel this deep relaxation continue its journey into your thighs. Your muscles soften, growing heavy and wonderfully at ease. Each fiber lets go, sinking deeper into your resting place. Your hips, a natural bowl of connection, now relax profoundly. Feel them open and release, letting go of any weight or worry. Allow your attention to drift into your lower back. This part of your body often carries so much. Imagine a warm, soothing light spreading through your lower back, softening every muscle, releasing every knot. Feel a gentle lengthening, a spaciousness expanding there. Now, bring that same gentle awareness to your abdomen. Feel the soft, unhurried rhythm of your breathing, a natural rise and fall, effortless and calm. Let your stomach feel soft, open, and unrestricted. All internal spaces settling into a quiet rhythm. Move now to your chest, feeling it expand gently with each breath and softly contract with each release. There is a peaceful rhythm within you. Let your chest feel open and spacious, free from any pressure. Then, allow that sense of ease to flow into your upper back, feeling your shoulder blades soften and widen, releasing any strain held between them. Your shoulders, those carriers of burdens, are invited now to fully release. Feel them sink, dropping away from your ears, becoming wonderfully heavy and soft. Let go of everything your shoulders have held today. They are free now. This wave of deep calm moves down your arms. Feel your upper arms soften, then your elbows, releasing any stiffness. Down into your forearms, feeling them grow heavy and relaxed. And finally, into your hands. Your hands, so active during the day, now rest completely. Feel each finger relax, each palm soften, until your hands feel wonderfully light and open. Allow this soothing peace to flow from your shoulders, up your neck. Feel the muscles in your neck lengthen and soften, releasing any tightness, allowing your head to rest gently and completely supported. Now, bring this gentle awareness to your face. Let your jaw soften, allowing your teeth to slightly part. Release the muscles around your mouth, letting your lips rest gently. Relax your cheeks, then the area around your eyes, letting any tension melt from your eyelids. Feel your forehead smooth and open, completely free of any furrow or frown. Finally, let this deep relaxation encompass your scalp, all the way to the crown of your head, releasing any last residual holding. Your entire body now rests, deeply comfortable, wonderfully at ease. Notice the gentle, warm pulse of your own hands, even now, resting softly at your sides. Feel the subtle energy within them, a quiet hum of life and presence. Your breathing continues its natural, effortless rhythm, a soft ebb and flow that cradles you in this peaceful space. You are completely supported. You are completely safe. As your body settles deeper into this tranquil state, allow your mind to gently drift. Imagine, if you will, a soft, inviting mist beginning to gather around you. It is a comforting mist, not cold or damp, but warm and luminous, filled with a soft, inviting light. This light is a beacon calling to you, guiding you towards a place of quiet wonder. Feel yourself being gently lifted, not physically, but in a way that feels utterly natural and weightless. You are floating effortlessly, carried by these invisible currents of calm. The air around you feels clean and fresh, hinting at something vast and beautiful on the horizon. You are drawn now towards a distant glow, a shimmering light that pulses with a profound energy. This is the beacon's embrace, a place where dreams awaken and possibilities unfold. The light is not harsh, but soft and inviting, a promise of clarity and insight within the deeper reaches of your mind. As you drift closer, the mist begins to thin, revealing the silhouette of a tall, proud structure. It is a lighthouse, yes, but unlike any you have known in your waking hours. Its stone walls seem to breathe, ancient and weathered, yet radiating a quiet strength. The air here tastes of salt and something else, something metallic and clean, like polished brass and starlight. This is the lighthouse of awakened dreams. You find yourself gently settling at the base of this remarkable structure. The ground beneath you feels solid, made of rough, dark stone, worn smooth in places by the passage of time and unseen currents. You can feel the subtle vibrations of the ocean nearby, a deep, resonant rumble that is both powerful and profoundly calming. The light from the beacon above sweeps across the landscape in slow, deliberate arcs, painting the surroundings in hues of silver and deep indigo. A narrow, sturdy door, made of heavy, dark wood banded with iron, stands before you. It feels ancient, infused with stories. There is no handle, yet as you approach, it seems to respond to your silent presence, slowly, almost imperceptibly, swinging inwards with a soft, unhurried groan of aged hinges. You step inside, into a cool, quiet corridor. The air here is still, carrying a faint scent of old brass, beeswax, and something fresh, like sea air mingled with ozone. The stone walls are thick and uneven, bearing the marks of centuries. Light filters in from unseen sources, perhaps from the beacon above, casting long, soft shadows that dance gently as if breathing. You walk slowly now, your steps silent upon the worn stone floor. The corridor curves, leading you upwards into the very heart of the lighthouse. The spiral ascent is gradual, gentle, each step bringing you closer to the source of that luminous energy. The stone under your fingertips feels cool and real, a tangible connection to this sturdy, ancient place. Finally, you reach a landing, and a simple wooden door, slightly ajar, invites you into a private space. This is the keeper's private chamber, a sanctuary within the beacon itself. The room is not grand, but deeply comforting, filled with the presence of long stewardship and quiet contemplation. The dominant feature in the room, drawing your gaze with an almost magnetic pull, is a polished brass mirror. It stands tall and elegant against one of the curved stone walls, its frame crafted from a rich, aged brass that gleams softly in the ambient light. The brass has a deep, mellow warmth to it, cool to the touch if you were to reach out, yet reflecting the soft light in a way that feels ancient and alive. You approach the mirror now, drawn by its quiet invitation. The glass itself is perfectly clear, free of any blemish, capturing every detail of the chamber around you. And then it captures your image. You see yourself reflected, clear and present, yet something feels subtly different. The light of the lighthouse, sweeping in from a nearby window, touches your reflection, causing it to shimmer just slightly. As you gaze into the mirror, your reflection holds your steady gaze. But then, a subtle shift occurs. Perhaps the light deepens the color of your eyes for a moment, or the lines of your face soften, suggesting a quiet wisdom that resides just beneath the surface. You watch as a strand of your hair seems to momentarily shift in color, taking on a deeper hue before settling back to its familiar shade. It is a gentle, fleeting morphing, a quiet suggestion that identity here is fluid, not fixed. And then, deeper within the mirror's reflective surface, something else begins to unfold, not precisely behind your image, but interwoven with it, like a transparent overlay. You catch glimpses of other dreamscapes. A fleeting image of a dense emerald jungle filled with giant, luminous flowers briefly appears. Then it dissolves, replaced by a glimpse of vast, shimmering desert dunes under a sky of impossible colors. These visions are not intrusive or startling, but like whispers from other realms, gentle suggestions of the infinite possibilities held within the beacon's embrace. The mirror seems to pulse with a soft, inner light of its own, inviting you to question reality, to consider the many facets of yourself that might exist across these dreaming dimensions. Your reflection seems to smile with a gentle knowing, encouraging this quiet contemplation. As you stand before the mirror, the gentle, warm pulse of your own hands becomes even more distinct. You hold them up, observing them in the soft, flowing light that permeates this chamber. The light of the lighthouse, spilling through the window, causes your hands to shimmer, subtly at first, then more pronounced. You watch as your skin takes on a translucent quality, almost as if you can see the very currents of dream energy flowing beneath the surface. The familiar lines on your palms, usually so constant, now seem to subtly shift and rearrange, like a living map of pathways yet to be explored. This is a quiet confirmation of the dream's malleability, a gentle reminder that here, in this awakened space, your form, your perceptions, and even the very fabric of reality are fluid. The reflection of your hands in the brass mirror mirrors this transformation, momentarily taking on a slightly different form, perhaps longer fingers or a smoother texture before settling back. It is all a dance, a gentle unfolding. You turn your gaze from the mirror, a sense of quiet wonder settling within you. The chamber feels alive with a soft, humming energy. You notice small details now, the way the ancient stone walls seem to ripple slightly, the intricate patterns of dust motes dancing in the shafts of light. On a small, sturdy wooden table in the corner, near a window that looks out upon the swirling clouds and distant ocean, you see something catch the light. It is a single, shimmering silver feather. It rests there, seemingly weightless, catching the soft light of the beacon in a way that makes it gleam with an almost ethereal glow. It appears to be carried on the invisible currents of dream energy that waft through the room, a subtle, almost imperceptible breeze. You reach for it, your fingers moving with a sense of gentle curiosity. The feather feels impossibly light, as if it has almost no substance at all. It is cool and smooth against your fingertips, yet it holds a delicate strength. Its silver filaments seem to hum with a quiet energy of their own. You hold the feather gently between your fingers, feeling its almost non-existent weight. A quiet understanding begins to dawn within you, a sense of its deeper purpose. You remember the feeling of effortless floating you experienced on your journey here. With a soft, inner focus, you begin to concentrate on the feather's lightness. You imagine yourself as light as the feather itself, as buoyant as the dream currents that carried it here. You feel a subtle shift in your perception, a release of any earthly anchors, and then a gentle lift. It is not a sudden jolt, but a slow, unhurried ascent. You feel your feet leave the ancient stone floor, rising gradually into the air. The sensation is one of profound peace and freedom, an effortless buoyancy. You are floating upwards, held by nothing but your quiet intention, guiding your own gravity through pure thought. You drift upwards towards the ceiling of the keeper's chamber, then gently guide yourself to the window. The window itself seems to expand, becoming an open archway to the world outside. The air here is fresh and invigorating, carrying the clean scent of the sea and the distant cry of a solitary bird. You float out into the vast, open expanse around the lighthouse. Below you, the swirling misty clouds part and reform, revealing glimpses of the turbulent ocean, its dark waves crashing against the rocky base of the lighthouse with a rhythmic roar. The sound reaches you here, softened by distance, a deep, resonant hum that vibrates through the very air. You rise higher, the silver feather still held gently in your hand, its light an extension of your newfound ability. You turn now to face the beacon itself. The light, sweeping from the immense lens at the very top of the lighthouse, is a breathtaking sight. It is not just a beam of light, but a living, breathing pulse of pure dream energy, a constant reminder of the beacon's embrace. It washes over you, warm and invigorating, without being blinding. As you float in the air, you notice the subtle lucidity cues that weave through this incredible dream. The mist around the lighthouse at times seems to part to reveal fleeting images of strange, impossible architecture in the distance. Castles made of spun light, cities that float on vast, unseen currents. You see a distant sailboat on the ocean below, its sails billowing. As your gaze lingers, the sails seem to shimmer, and for a moment, they appear to be woven from intricate silver threads before returning to their familiar white. The light from the beacon shifts again, touching your hands. You hold them up, observing once more the gentle, warm pulse within them. The light causes your fingers to shimmer, becoming almost completely translucent now, and the lines on your palms dance and rearrange with an even greater fluidity. You feel the deep comfort of this transformation, this gentle affirmation of the dream's malleability, its profound ability to respond to your presence. A captivating allure now spreads around you as the dream begins to unfold its spontaneous wonders. Below, on a rocky outcrop that extends from the base of the lighthouse, a cluster of flowers, unlike any you have ever seen, begins to bloom. They are bioluminescent, their petals unfurling in slow motion, releasing a soft, internal glow that pulses in gentle synchronicity with the beacon's sweep. Their colors are vibrant and otherworldly, deep purples, iridescent blues, and soft, glowing greens. You feel a gentle pull to observe these wonders, to simply bask in their beauty. Yet a quiet knowing, a gentle understanding of your lucid focus remains steady within you. You allow yourself to appreciate the spectacle without losing your sense of active presence. You descend gently, guided by your quiet intention, towards the flowering outcrop. The air here is infused with a faint, sweet scent from the blooms, a perfume that feels ancient and deeply peaceful. As you draw near, you see that each flower, while similar in shape, possesses its own unique pattern of glowing veins, like tiny, intricate river systems of light. You hover just above one of these extraordinary flowers, observing its delicate form. With a silent, inner thought, a quiet focus of your attention, you imagine its petals unfurling just a little further, revealing more of its luminous heart. And as your focus gently settles, the flower responds. Its innermost petals slowly, gracefully, begin to uncurl in a silent ballet of beauty, releasing an even softer, warmer glow. This gentle act of creation, this silent communication with the dream's spontaneous wonders, fills you with a sense of quiet joy. It is not about control, but about collaboration, a deep resonance with the living fabric of this dream space. You notice a small, smooth stone nestled amongst the roots of the glowing flowers. It is not just any stone, but a crystal perfectly formed, with many facets that catch the light of the beacon and the bioluminescent blooms, refracting them into a myriad of tiny rainbows. It feels cool to the touch, and as you extend a finger, a soft, inner warmth begins to emanate from its core, responding to your focused attention. The crystal seems to hum gently, a soft, almost inaudible vibration that resonates with the quiet pulse of your own hands. You float a little further, allowing the invisible currents of dream energy to carry you around the base of the lighthouse. The rough, ancient stone walls rise majestically above you, covered in places by clinging dark green moss that seems to absorb the beacon's light, glowing with a subdued inner luminosity. The spray from the ocean, as the waves crash far below, rises up in a fine, cool mist, touching your face with a refreshing, briny kiss. As you drift, you notice an old, weathered bell, fashioned from dark, oxidized bronze, hanging from a sturdy iron bracket near a narrow archway. It is silent now, but it holds the memory of countless tolls, signaling through fog and storm. You imagine a soft, low note echoing from its surface. With a gentle focus, a quiet intention, you feel a faint, resonant hum begin to emanate from the bell, a deep, comforting vibration that travels through the air, then softly fades. It is a melody woven from pure thought, a gentle conducting of notes in the air itself. The archway leads into another part of the lighthouse's ancient structure, a cave-like opening carved directly into the rock. You float inwards into a cool, echoing space where the sound of the ocean is amplified, a powerful, rhythmic breath of the world. Phosphorescent algae clings to the damp rock walls, creating soft, undulating patterns of green and blue light that swirl and shift, moving with the unseen tides of dream energy. In the center of this cavern, a tranquil pool of water gathers, reflecting the glowing algae and the faint, sweeping light from the beacon above. The water is impossibly clear, and deep within its depths, you can discern ancient, polished stones, glowing softly as if they hold an inner light. You notice your reflection in the still water of the pool. It is clear and calm, yet once again, there are those subtle shifts. Your expression seems to deepen, a quiet wisdom reflected in your eyes. The hair around your face appears to lengthen, flowing slightly, then returns to its familiar style. The water itself seems to hold a gentle wisdom, mirroring not just your physical form, but the deeper currents of your dreaming self. As you gaze at your reflection, a delicate, almost transparent fish, with fins like spun glass, swims gracefully into view, circling your reflected image before disappearing back into the shadowy depths of the pool. Its movement is silent, fluid, and profoundly peaceful. You become aware of the gentle, warm pulse of your own hands once more. In this soft, reflective light, they seem to glow with an even greater translucency. The lines on your palms, like delicate rivers, ebb and flow, constantly reforming, a testament to the ever-changing nature of the dream. You feel a gentle warmth spreading from your palms, a soft, pervasive energy that resonates with the calm of the pool. You drift closer to the water's edge, still floating effortlessly. The air here is cool and fresh, carrying the clean scent of damp stone and clear water. A small, smooth pebble rests on the edge of the pool. As your focus gently settles upon it, a soft, pearlescent glow begins to emanate from its surface, intensifying with your quiet intention, radiating a gentle, soothing light into the cavern. You turn your attention to the vast, open archway that leads back out to the ocean. A shaft of the beacon's light pierces the cavern, creating a luminous pathway across the water. With a silent thought, a quiet focus, you feel its path subtly bend, curving slightly to illuminate a previously shadowed recess in the rock wall. New patterns of light dance and swirl, revealing ancient, faint carvings on the stone, depictions of swirling currents and strange, graceful sea creatures, almost too faded to discern. The powerful, rhythmic sound of the ocean outside calls to you. You float back through the archway, out into the open air, carried effortlessly by the invisible currents of dream energy. The silver feather, still held gently in your hand, continues to be your guide, its lightness an extension of your being. You rise higher now, above the ancient stone of the lighthouse itself. The wind here is fresh and invigorating, rustling gently against your skin. Below, the immense, powerful lens of the beacon gleams, silently performing its eternal watch. The light it casts stretches far across the vast expanse of the dream ocean, reaching towards distant, unseen shores. As you gaze outwards, the dream unfolds its captivating allure in new and wondrous ways. On the horizon, where the deep indigo of the ocean meets the pale, ethereal sky, a fleeting city of light begins to shimmer into existence. Its spires are tall and delicate, constructed from pure luminescence, constantly shifting and reforming. It is a vision of impossible beauty, a silent invitation to wonder. You feel the gentle pull to journey towards this luminous city, to explore its shifting forms. Yet, amidst this captivating spectacle, your clear, lucid focus remains. You observe its beauty, appreciating its spontaneous wonder, without being completely swept away by the desire to immediately reach it. You know that you can choose your path at your own pace. The light of the lighthouse, sweeping past you, again touches your hands. You look at them, still observing the gentle, warm pulse within. They glow with an even more pronounced translucence now, and the lines on your palms continue their subtle dance, a silent confirmation of the dream's profound malleability. The skin on your hands seems to ripple, taking on an almost liquid quality before settling back to its familiar appearance. You direct your focus towards the distant city of light, not with a forceful push, but with a gentle, inviting intention. Slowly, gracefully, you begin to drift in that direction, carried by the invisible currents. The wind whispers softly past your ears, a calming, soothing sound. As you approach the city, its details become clearer, yet no less wondrous. The structures are not solid, but woven from threads of pure light, constantly reconfiguring themselves in intricate, geometric patterns. Bridges of light span impossible distances between towers that reach towards the pale, luminous sky. There are no streets, no discernible paths, only pathways of light that appear as you imagine them. A faint, ethereal music begins to drift towards you, carried on the dream currents. It is a melody composed of crystalline chimes and deep, resonant harmonies without a discernible source, yet it surrounds you completely. You imagine your hand moving as if conducting this invisible orchestra, and the notes seem to swell, growing in richness and volume, then gently diminish, responding to your quiet intention. The music ebbs and flows, a living, breathing soundscape of light and air. You find yourself drifting through a grand archway of light into the heart of this luminous city. The air here hums with a vibrant energy, yet it remains profoundly peaceful. There are no inhabitants that you can see, only the silent, living architecture of light, constantly transforming. On a shimmering platform, you notice a large, ornate clock. Its face is made of swirling nebulae, and its hands are slender beams of starlight. As your gaze settles upon it, you notice one of those subtle lucidity cues. The hands of the clock begin to spin backward, slowly at first, then with increasing speed, before gently resettling to their original position, as if playfully acknowledging your awareness. You drift deeper into this city of light. The pathways beneath you are not solid ground, but shimmering expanses that gently undulate, reflecting the luminous architecture around you. You pass by libraries made of living light, where the books on the shelves are not bound pages, but shifting constellations of glowing symbols. You focus on one of these radiant volumes, and as you do, the symbols within it seem to rearrange, forming a brief, beautiful sentence in a language you somehow understand, speaking of universal wisdom and the power of dreams. Then they dissolve, reforming into new patterns. The gentle, warm pulse of your own hands continues to be a steady anchor in this fluid reality. You watch as the light from the luminous city bathes them, causing them to shimmer with an almost liquid silver glow, confirming the dream's profound malleability. The lines on your palms shift, reforming into intricate, ephemeral mandalas of light and shadow, before returning to their familiar, yet ever-changing, patterns. You float higher, gaining a vantage point over the entire city of light. From this perspective, you see how it connects, in some invisible way, back to the beacon's embrace, a silent, energetic tether. The light of the lighthouse pulses in the distance, a constant, guiding presence, reassuring and powerful. Below you, a garden of purely luminous flowers unfolds, their petals unfurling in slow motion, releasing soft, internal glows that pulse in gentle synchronicity with the beacon's distant sweep. These blooms are even more exquisite than those near the lighthouse, their colors radiating with an otherworldly intensity. You descend gently, drawn to their quiet beauty. Hovering just above one of these radiant flowers, you notice its delicate form. With a silent, inner thought, a quiet focus of your attention, you imagine its petals unfurling just a little further, revealing more of its luminous heart. And as your focus gently settles, the flower responds. Its innermost petals slowly, gracefully, begin to uncurl in a silent ballet of beauty, releasing an even softer, warmer glow, filling the air with a faint, sweet, energetic fragrance. You drift further into the garden. Each bloom is a spontaneous wonder, unique in its pattern of glowing veins. You see a pool of perfectly still, shimmering water, reflecting the luminous flowers and the shifting city above. As you approach, you notice your reflection in the tranquil surface. It is clear and calm, yet the subtle shifts continue. Your eyes momentarily reflect the vibrant hues of the glowing flowers, then return to their own familiar color. The water seems to hold a gentle wisdom, mirroring the deeper currents of your dreaming self. On the edge of this luminous pool, a creature made of pure moonlight rests, a graceful form resembling a silent, elongated cat, its fur a shimmering, ethereal silver. It watches you with eyes that hold the quiet wisdom of ancient dreams. It does not move, but its presence is deeply calming, a silent companion in this wondrous space. You extend your hand, still shimmering with that gentle, warm pulse, towards the creature. It does not flinch, but its luminous fur seems to ripple in response, sending out faint, silvery waves of light that echo the shifting lines on your palm. It is a moment of quiet connection, a sense of belonging in this fluid reality. You continue to drift, allowing the invisible currents of dream energy to carry you deeper into this unfolding landscape. The silver feather, still held gently in your hand, feels like an extension of your own breath, so light and natural. You rise slowly, effortlessly, once more above the garden, above the city of light, to gaze upon the horizon. The horizon itself is now a canvas of evolving wonder. Not only the city of light, but fleeting glimpses of other, even more surreal landscapes begin to emerge. A mountain range made of shimmering crystals, its peaks piercing a sky of swirling, iridescent clouds. A vast, tranquil lake, its surface reflecting a cosmos of unknown stars. These are brief, enchanting visions, like distant dreams calling out to you. The air around you feels alive, filled with subtle vibrations and faint, crystalline melodies that weave in and out of hearing. You feel completely at ease, completely at home in this vast, unfolding dream. The distant rumble of the ocean from the beacon's embrace provides a constant, deep rhythm beneath all the unfolding wonders. You become aware of a whisper of soft, comforting sound, like distant chimes carried on the wind. This is another invitation, a gentle pull towards a new layer of the dream. You allow yourself to be drawn by this sound, floating effortlessly through the luminous air. You find yourself nearing a vast, shimmering curtain of light, suspended between two impossibly tall, ethereal spires that seem to grow directly from the dreamscape itself. This curtain pulses with all the colors of the spectrum, shifting and swirling, sometimes transparent, sometimes opaque, revealing glimpses of what lies beyond. As you approach, the shimmering curtain parts gently, inviting you through. You float into an entirely new space, a vast, open expanse beneath a sky that is a deep, velvety indigo, studded with stars that pulse with their own gentle light. Here, the ground beneath you is not solid, but a landscape of soft, rolling hills made of iridescent sand, shimmering with every step, making it feel like walking on starlight. On the crest of one of these gentle hills, you see a grove of trees, unlike any you have ever encountered. Their trunks are twisted and gnarled, made of a dark, polished wood that seems to absorb the starlight, giving them an ancient, grounded feel. But their leaves are not green, nor any earthly color. Instead, they are delicate, translucent plates of light, shimmering with all the colors of the aurora borealis, constantly shifting and flowing. You drift gently towards this grove, feeling the soft, almost imperceptible warmth rising from the iridescent sand. The air here carries a faint, clean scent of ozone and something akin to a subtle, energetic sweetness from the luminous leaves. You pass under the boughs of these light-bearing trees, feeling the gentle brush of their glowing leaves against your skin, a sensation like cool silk and warm light combined. You reach out and touch one of these shimmering leaves. It feels impossibly delicate, almost like touching solidified light. As your fingers make contact, the leaf pulses with a brighter, more intense glow, and a single, pure note, like a struck crystal, rings out softly in the air, then fades. It is a moment of gentle interaction, a quiet affirmation of your presence here. The silver feather, still held gently in your hand, seems to hum in resonance with the subtle energies of this grove. You feel its lightness, its constant connection to your ability to move and soar. You rise gently now, just above the glowing canopy of the light trees, gazing out at the vast, starry landscape. In the distance, you notice a solitary figure standing on a far-off hill, bathed in the soft starlight. It is a figure of quiet grace, shrouded in robes that seem to be woven from the very fabric of the starlit sky. This figure is still, observing the landscape, a silent sentinel in this dreaming realm. It does not feel threatening, but rather emanates a sense of profound peace and ancient wisdom. You drift slowly towards this figure, a sense of gentle curiosity guiding you. The iridescent sand shimmers beneath you, and the light trees recede into the distance. As you approach, the figure slowly turns its head towards you. There is no face visible, only a gentle luminosity within the hood of its robe, two soft points of light that feel like calm, knowing eyes. A soft, clear voice, like the gentle rustling of starlight, resonates in your mind. It speaks not in words, but in a feeling of profound welcome, a sense of belonging. It is a greeting from the beacon's embrace, an acknowledgement of your journey here, your awakening presence. You nod silently, feeling the quiet strength and wisdom emanating from this silent keeper of dreams. You feel completely at ease in its presence, a profound sense of safety and acceptance. The figure extends a hand, not to grasp, but to gesture. In its open palm, a tiny, swirling galaxy seems to coalesce, shifting and turning, a miniature universe held in its grasp. It is an image of boundless possibility, a reminder of the infinite potential within your own awakened dreams. The figure then slowly closes its hand, and the galaxy gently dissolves back into pure starlight. You turn your gaze from the figure, feeling a deep sense of peace settle within you. The iridescent landscape stretches out before you, inviting further exploration. The stars above shimmer with an impossible clarity, their light painting the landscape in shades of silver and deep blue. The gentle, warm pulse of your own hands again draws your attention. You hold them up, observing them in the soft starlight. The light from the stars and the luminous leaves of the distant grove causes them to shimmer with an even greater translucence. The lines on your palms dance and rearrange, a fleeting tapestry of infinite choices, a confirmation of the dream's profound malleability. You feel a subtle hum beneath you, a vibration rising from the iridescent sand. As you focus, a pattern of intricate, glowing symbols begins to emerge on the sand, swirling and connecting, forming a beautiful, complex design that speaks of ancient wisdom and forgotten pathways. You gaze at it, feeling a deep understanding without needing words. You notice a small, smooth, oval stone lying nestled in the iridescent sand, catching the starlight with a soft, inner glow. You hover closer, reaching out a hand. As your fingers gently touch it, a soft, inner warmth begins to emanate from its core, radiating outwards, warming the sand around it, responding to your focused attention. The stone seems to hum gently, a soft, almost inaudible vibration that resonates with the quiet pulse of your own hands. You continue to drift, allowing the invisible currents of dream energy to carry you across the rolling hills of iridescent sand. The silver feather, still held gently in your hand, feels like an anchor of lightness, connecting you to your ability to move effortlessly through this space. In the distance, beyond the horizon of soft, glowing hills, you perceive a vast, shimmering lake. Its surface is perfectly still, reflecting the entire galaxy of pulsing stars above, creating an illusion of boundless depth, a mirror to the cosmos. You are drawn towards its peaceful presence. As you draw near, the air around the lake feels profoundly calm, carrying a faint, clean scent of pure water and distant starlight. You descend gently until your feet almost touch the shimmering surface. The water is cool and smooth, yet it does not feel wet. Instead, it feels like touching solidified starlight, a liquid mirror. You gaze into the lake, seeing your reflection, clear and serene, within the mirrored cosmos. And again, the subtle shifts occur. Your eyes seem to hold the deep, swirling colors of the nebula reflected in the water, before gently returning to their own familiar shade. A fleeting impression of a shimmering silver fish swimming through your reflected hair appears, then vanishes, a playful suggestion of the dream's fluid nature. The reflection invites you to question reality, to consider how deeply intertwined you are with this vast, cosmic dreamscape. It is a reflection of your true dreaming self, unbound by waking limitations. The captivating allure of this cosmic lake is undeniable. The reflections of the stars are so vivid, so numerous, that it feels as though you are suspended between two heavens. Yet, amidst this profound beauty, your clear, lucid focus remains. You allow yourself to be immersed in the wonder, yet also hold a quiet awareness of your presence, your ability to observe and interact. You notice a small, delicate water lily floating on the shimmering surface. Its petals are not white, but a soft, glowing silver, unfurling slowly to reveal a heart of pure, pulsing starlight. You focus your gentle intention upon it, imagining its petals opening just a little further, revealing more of its inner light. And in response, the lily gracefully unfurls, its innermost petals opening, radiating a brighter, warmer glow, filling the air with a soft, ethereal perfume. You feel the gentle, warm pulse of your own hands as the starlight reflects off the lake and onto your skin. Your hands glow with an even greater translucence. The lines on your palms swirl and reform, a dance of pure possibility, confirming the dream's profound malleability. Your reflection in the lake echoes this, your hands briefly taking on a subtly different shape, a more elongated form, before settling back to their familiar appearance. You float out onto the lake, effortlessly, the silver feather still a gentle presence in your hand. The water beneath you ripples with soft, undulating patterns of light, creating an ever-changing tapestry of reflected stars. You close your eyes for a moment, simply feeling the profound peace of this place, the gentle currents of dream energy carrying you. When you open your eyes, the lake has transformed. It is no longer reflecting the stars above, but a vast, swirling nebula of deep, vibrant colors, purples, blues, greens, and shimmering golds that seem to stretch infinitely in all directions. The air is filled with a soft, humming sound, like a gentle, cosmic lullaby. On the distant shore, a single, ancient tree stands, its roots reaching deep into the shimmering ground. Its trunk is immense, gnarled, and covered in bark that glistens with embedded crystals. Its leaves are not leaves at all, but tiny, swirling galaxies, each one a miniature universe in itself. You feel a gentle pull towards this magnificent, cosmic tree. You drift effortlessly across the swirling nebula lake, carried by the invisible currents of dream energy. The silver feather, held lightly in your hand, guides your path with its almost weightless presence. As you approach the tree, the humming sound intensifies, a deep, resonant vibration that flows through the air and resonates within you. The ground beneath the tree is made of soft, luminous moss, pulsing with a gentle inner light. You reach out and touch the ancient, crystalline bark. It feels cool and smooth, yet vibrant with an unseen energy. As your fingers make contact, a shower of tiny, shimmering stardust rains down from the galactic leaves, dusting your skin with a soft, glittering luminescence. You look up into the branches, gazing at the countless miniature galaxies that swirl and turn. You focus on one particular galaxy leaf, imagining it expanding slightly, revealing more of its intricate beauty. And in response, the tiny galaxy leaf brightens, its swirling colors deepening, revealing new, intricate patterns within its miniature cosmic expanse. The gentle, warm pulse of your own hands, now dusted with starlight, becomes even more vivid. You hold them up, observing them in the soft, cosmic light. They glow with an ethereal translucence, and the lines on your palms shift and reform into luminous pathways, maps of ancient star charts, confirming the dream's profound malleability. You notice a smooth, dark stone resting amongst the luminous moss at the base of the tree. It feels cool and heavy in your hand, absorbing the cosmic light rather than reflecting it. As your focus gently settles upon it, a soft, inner warmth begins to emanate from its core, growing steadily with your quiet intention, radiating a comforting heat into the air. The stone seems to hum gently, a deep, almost inaudible vibration that resonates with the quiet pulse of your own hands. You continue to drift, allowing the invisible currents of dream energy to carry you deeper into this cosmic forest. Other trees, similar in their ancient grandeur and galactic foliage, begin to appear, forming a vast, shimmering canopy of starlight and swirling nebulae. The ground beneath you remains soft, luminous moss, pulsing with an inner light. A faint, ethereal melody drifts through the air, woven from the soft hum of the galaxies and the gentle resonance of the cosmic trees. It is a harmonious, soothing sound that wraps around you like a comforting blanket. You imagine your hand moving as if conducting this subtle symphony, and the notes seem to swell and diminish, rising and falling in response to your quiet intention, creating a personal, shifting soundscape. You look around you, observing the captivating allure of this spontaneous wonder. Each tree is a unique universe, each patch of moss a glowing tapestry. Yet amidst this breathtaking beauty, your clear, lucid focus remains. You are immersed, yet aware, a participant in the unfolding dream. The silver feather, still a gentle presence in your hand, seems to shimmer with renewed intensity, reflecting the cosmic light. You feel its lightness, its constant connection to your ability to move and soar. You rise gently now, just above the galactic canopy, gazing out at the vast, cosmic forest. In the distance, beyond the shimmering canopy, a pathway of pure, condensed starlight begins to materialize. It glows with an inviting luminescence, beckoning you towards an unknown destination. It is not a solid path, but a flowing river of light, shimmering and shifting. You drift effortlessly towards this pathway of starlight, carried by the invisible currents. The air here is filled with the subtle scent of ozone and the clean, energetic fragrance of distant galaxies. You step onto the pathway, and it feels like stepping onto solid light, firm yet yielding, supporting your weight with effortless grace. As you walk along this luminous path, the stars above pulse with an impossible clarity, their light painting the landscape in ever-changing shades of silver and deep blue. The cosmic forest recedes behind you, its galactic leaves shimmering in the distance. You notice a small, shimmering book resting on a pedestal of pure light beside the pathway. Its cover is made of iridescent scales, and its pages are thin, translucent membranes, glowing with a soft, inner light. You open it gently. The text inside is not static, but a flowing river of symbols and images that constantly rearranges itself. You gaze at it, and a brief, profound message of universal interconnectedness forms, then dissolves, making way for new wisdom. It is a playful reminder of the fluid nature of reality here. The reflection of your hands in the shimmering surface of the book's cover once again captures your attention. They glow with an ethereal translucence, and the lines on your palms swirl and reform into intricate, ephemeral constellations of light and shadow before returning to their familiar, yet ever-changing patterns. This profound malleability is a constant, gentle companion. You continue along the pathway of starlight, feeling the gentle hum of energy beneath your feet. The path begins to ascend gradually, leading you towards a vast, open expanse that glows with an even more intense, ethereal light. This light is not harsh, but profoundly soothing, washing over you like a warm embrace. You realize you are approaching the very heart of the beacon's embrace, the source of all the light and energy you have experienced. The air here feels thick with possibility, yet remains utterly peaceful. There is no destination in the conventional sense, only a deeper immersion into the light itself. The silver feather, still held gently in your hand, begins to glow with an even more radiant luminescence, mirroring the light around you. It feels like a key, unlocking deeper layers of this awakened dream. You feel an even greater sense of lightness, an effortless connection to the currents that carry you. As you step fully into this expanse of pure light, the colors around you deepen and soften. There are no distinct forms, only gradients of light, shifting from soft golds to deep indigos, from gentle greens to shimmering silvers. You feel completely enveloped, completely safe, completely at peace. Your hands, still glowing with their gentle, warm pulse, now become almost entirely translucent in this intense light. You can see through them, observing the delicate dance of dream energy that comprises their form. The lines on your palms are no longer fixed, but swirling, living rivers of light, constantly shaping and reshaping themselves, a beautiful confirmation of the dream's infinite malleability and your profound connection to it. You close your eyes for a moment, simply to feel the light, to experience its warmth, its peace, its gentle embrace. When you open them again, the landscape has subtly shifted once more, a new layer revealed, yet still within the heart of the beacon's embrace. You find yourself in a vast, open space, like a grand celestial cathedral without walls. The ceiling above is a living tapestry of swirling nebulae and distant, gently pulsing stars. The floor beneath you is a vast, reflective surface, mirroring the cosmic ceiling above, so that you feel suspended between two infinite heavens. Around you, floating gently in the luminous air, are vast, spherical orbs of pure light. Each orb contains a miniature, complete dreamscape within it. One orb shimmers with the image of a serene, emerald forest, its trees laden with glowing fruit. Another holds a bustling, silent marketplace filled with figures made of shadow and light. Yet another shows a tranquil, deep ocean teeming with creatures of incredible beauty and luminescence. These are glimpses into other dreaming worlds, a testament to the endless expanse of the beacon's embrace. You drift effortlessly among these orbs, your silver feather shimmering with a soft, guiding light. You pause before one orb, drawn to the vibrant image of a waterfall made of pure liquid starlight, cascading down into a crystal clear pool. As you gaze at it, you feel a gentle pull to enter. With a silent intention, you allow yourself to merge with the orb, passing through its shimmering surface as if it were air. You find yourself standing at the edge of the crystal pool, feeling the cool, refreshing spray of the starlight waterfall on your skin. The ground beneath your feet is made of smooth, polished moonstone, glowing with a soft, internal light. The air here is filled with the faint, sweet scent of cosmic dew and something clean and energetic. You reach out your hand and touch the cascading starlight. It feels cool and invigorating, yet soft, like touching pure liquid light. As your fingers make contact, a gentle ripple of silver light spreads through the waterfall, responding to your touch, and a faint, harmonious chime rings out in the air. You gaze into the crystal pool, seeing your reflection shimmering amidst the liquid starlight. Your image is clear and serene, yet the subtle shifts continue. Your hair seems to momentarily flow with the same silvery currents of the waterfall, then settles back to its familiar appearance. Your eyes reflect the myriad colors of the starlight, deep purples, blues, and silvers, before returning to their own familiar shade. The gentle, warm pulse of your own hands again draws your attention. You hold them up, observing them in the soft, starlight glow. They are almost completely translucent now, and the lines on your palms dance and rearrange, forming intricate, ephemeral patterns of swirling starlight, confirming the dream's profound malleability. You step further into this starlight glade, feeling the soft, luminous moss beneath your feet. Here and there, delicate, crystalline flowers bloom, their petals unfurling in slow motion, releasing a soft, internal glow that pulses in gentle synchronicity with the starlight waterfall. Each bloom is a spontaneous wonder, unique in its pattern of glowing veins. You focus your gentle intention upon one of these radiant flowers, imagining its petals opening just a little further, revealing more of its luminous heart. And in response, the flower gracefully unfurls, its innermost petals opening, radiating a brighter, warmer glow, filling the air with a soft, ethereal perfume. You notice a small, smooth, elongated crystal resting amongst the luminous moss. It feels cool and perfectly smooth against your fingers. As your focus gently settles upon it, a soft, inner warmth begins to emanate from its core, growing steadily with your quiet intention, radiating a comforting heat into the air around it. The crystal seems to hum gently, a soft, almost inaudible vibration that resonates with the quiet pulse of your own hands. You continue to drift through this tranquil starlight glade, allowing the invisible currents of dream energy to carry you. The silver feather, still a gentle presence in your hand, feels completely natural, an extension of your own breath. You feel an even greater sense of lightness, an effortless connection to the currents that carry you. The mesmerizing sound of the starlight waterfall continues, a gentle, harmonious symphony that wraps around you. You imagine your hand moving as if conducting this subtle melody, and the notes seem to swell and diminish, rising and falling in response to your quiet intention, creating a personal, shifting soundscape of liquid light. You look around you, observing the captivating allure of this spontaneous wonder. The glade is filled with an ancient, peaceful beauty. Yet, amidst this breathtaking beauty, your clear, lucid focus remains. You are deeply immersed, yet perfectly aware, a participant in the unfolding dream, choosing your path, experiencing its depths. The light around you begins to deepen, becoming richer, more vibrant. You feel a gentle shift in the air, a subtle vibration that speaks of transition, of new layers opening within the beacon's embrace. The starlight glade begins to gently undulate, its forms softening, dissolving into pure, radiant light. You find yourself once more in the vast, open expanse, surrounded by the luminous orbs, each holding its own dreamscape. You are now a part of this endless tapestry, connected to all the possibilities. The light here is profound, utterly peaceful, a source of infinite wisdom. The reflection of your hands in the shimmering surface of one of the nearby orbs captures your attention. They glow with an ethereal translucence, and the lines on your palms swirl and reform into intricate, ever-changing patterns of light and shadow before returning to their familiar, yet fluid appearance. This constant malleability is a comforting reminder of your awakened state. You notice a new orb beginning to form, glowing softly, waiting to reveal its unique dreamscape. It is not fully formed, but a swirling vortex of gentle colors, an invitation to the next layer of your journey. You feel a quiet curiosity, a sense of anticipation, as you gaze upon its unfolding promise. The journey continues, endlessly unfolding deeper and deeper into the lighthouse of awakened dreams, carried by the beacon's embrace. You are here, present and at peace, allowing your imagination to gently guide you further into the quiet depths of your own dreams.